Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the second part of this unit. But before we start anything about this second part, we should have some quick revision on the last lessons, but it's gonna be different now. Now I'm going to read a passage with you. It has many words of the last lesson. So keep attention and let's go. Deir el-Medina. In ancient Egypt, there was a village called Deir el-Medina. The people from this village worked in the Valley of the Kings. There were 68 houses. The walls of the houses were made of bricks, and the doors were made of wood. The people painted their houses white with red doors. The houses had a kitchen and a living room, but there weren't any bedrooms. People usually slept on the roof because it was very hot at night. There was usually an oven for bread in the kitchen, but there weren't any taps. People got their water from the Nile Valley, about 2 kilometers away. Again, let's read it again. In ancient Egypt, there was a village called Deir el-Medina. The people from the village worked in the Valley of the Kings. There were 68 houses. The walls of the houses were made from bricks. Again, the walls of the houses were made of bricks and the doors were made of wood. The people painted their houses white with red doors. The houses had a kitchen and a living room, but there weren't any bedrooms. People usually slept on the roof because it was very hot at night. There was usually an oven for bread in the kitchen, but there weren't any taps. People got their water from the Nile Valley about 2 kilometers away. After we have read the passage of the last lesson, now we're going to read the passage of this lesson, of this part of lessons 4, 5, and 6. Round houses around the world. Many traditional houses in the past were round. Today, many modern houses are also round. Why this? There are lots of reasons. A round shape means the building is very strong. This is important when there is an earthquake or in strong winds. Also, heavy snow or rain will fall from the roof. A round house is also easier to keep warm or cool. It is also quieter inside a round building than a building that is rectangle or square. Finally, a round building uses fewer materials, so it is cheaper to make. It also has more space inside, so how fantastic! So again, round houses around the world. Many traditional houses in the past were round. Today, many modern houses are also round. Why this? There are lots of reasons. A round shape means the building is very strong. This is important when there is an earthquake or in strong winds. Also, heavy snow or rain will fall from the roof. A round house is also easier to keep warm or cool. It is also quieter inside a round building than a building that is rectangle or square. Finally, a round building uses fewer materials, so it's cheaper to make. It also has more space inside. How fantastic! Now let's move on to the new words of this lesson. And the first word here, it is suddenly. Yes, suddenly. And it means quickly and unexpectedly. Again, quickly and unexpectedly. And for this I am going to say, he suddenly shot the other man. The next one, it's write down. Again, write down. And it means to write some notes. And I can say, you need to write down the following part of the lesson. The next word, it's introductory. Again, introductory, and it means written or said at the beginning of something as an introduction. Again, written or said at the beginning of something as an introduction. And for this, I can say the introductory of this book is amazing. The next word, it's project. Yes, project. And it means a planned piece of work that is designed to find information about something, to produce something new, or to improve something. Again, a planned piece of work that is designed to find information about something, to produce something new, or to improve something. I can say the project aims to reduce homelessness. Again, the project aims to reduce, homelessness. Reduce, it's to decrease something. Let's move to the next word, it's calendar. Yes, calendar, and it means a page or series of pages showing the days, weeks, and months of a particular year, especially one that you hang on a wall. Again, a page or series of pages showing the days, weeks, and months of a particular year, especially one that you hang on a wall. I can say, I think I'm free on that day. Let me check my calendar. Again, I think I'm free on that day. Let me check my calendar. Let's move to the next word. It is temperature. Again, temperature. And it means the measurement in degrees of how hot or cold a thing or a place is. Again, the measurement in degrees of how hot or cold a thing or a place is. So I can say heat the oven to a temperature of 200 Celsius. Let's move to the next one, and it is traditional. Yes, traditional, and it means being part of the beliefs, customs, or way of life of a particular group of people that have not changed for a long time. I can say many teachers were rejecting traditional approaches to learning. Let's move to the next word, and it's called imagination. Imagination, yes. Imagination means the ability to create pictures in your mind. Again, the ability to create pictures in your mind. And I can say, I was no good at art. I have a very poor visual imagination. Let's move to the next word, and it is yurt. Yes, yurt. I know that it is an odd word. It's not a usual word. So it means a type of traditional tent used in Mongolia or Siberia. So the next word, it's technology, and it means scientific knowledge used in practical ways in industry, for example, in designing new machines. Again, scientific knowledge used in particular ways in industry, for example, in designing new machines. So I can say the company is investing heavily in new technologies. Here I have some important expressions and prepositions. Like all the time we use them in the choose part. The first one, it's fall to the ground. Okay, fall to ground. The next one, it's make electricity. It's not do electricity. It's make or produce electricity. When I want to tell you more and more about the subject we are talking about, so I am going to say in more details or in more detail, blah, blah, blah. It's draw a plan or make a plan. Yes, draw a plan or make a plan. Move house. Yes, move house. It's like moving house. The next one, it's to improve or work on a project. Work on a project. Let's move to the next word. It's heavy snow. Heavy snow. The next one, it's have fun. Have fun. Let's move to this. Compare with. It's to see the differences between two things. Now, after we have finished the expressions, it's time to have a quick revision about what we have done in this unit. In this early stage of the unit, we have talked about the words, okay, the words of the lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have talked about the expressions and the prepositions, and we have also talked about the future. We said we use will of the future with the predictions without evidence, with facts which is related to the future, and I use it also for the promises, request, offer, cautions with or, and also with the quick decisions. I hope that you understood all of this, and if you have any questions, as you know, always do it and write your question in the comment section. Now let's move on for the answering or for the exercises part. Hello folks, it's great to see you again. Now we're moving to the exercises section. Get ready, we will have to answer some more exercises. So choose the correct answer. Number 1, the garden be on the roof. You will take your time. I really wanted to give you your time before we answer, but it's okay. Take your 3 seconds. I will be waiting for you to answer this. So, the garden be on the roof. I have, has, will, or had. So, yes, the garden will be on the roof. Number 2, people want all electric cars. So I have want, it's the negative form of will. So take your time to think, and here is the answer. So people want all use electric cars. Number 3, there will lots of solar panels. Being, be to be. Take your time. So there will be lots of solar panels. Number 4, how does Dina think people will their electricity? So, how does Dina think people will get their electricity? Let's move to number 5. Will she a garden on the roof? So, it's clear. So, will she have a garden on the roof? Now let's move. Number 6. In 2080, you go to the beach for your holiday. So we know in 2080 we are going to go to Mars to have our holiday. So in 2080 you won't go to the beach for your holiday. Number 7, we will own a driverless car. So I have will, and I must have the base form of the verb after it. So I must say, we will all use a driverless car. Number 8, what will the houses like? So, what will the houses look like? Let's move to number 9. I think we more robots in our school. This is must be in. So I think we will have more robots in our schools. Number 10, I think that drones bring our food and parcels in 2080. This is and. So I must say, I think the drones will bring our food and parcels in 2080. Actually, here I'm going to say that I used will because I am talking about some predictions without an evidence. So I must say well. Number 2, read and correct the underlined words. Number 1, there will be in a swimming pool. So I must say there will be a swimming pool. Number 2, what materials will the house being made of? So, as all the time, I must say what materials will the house be made of? Number 3, we won't go to the moon. Take your time. So it will be, we won't go to the moon. The next one, number 4, the journey will take only 12 hours. So, the journey will take only 12 hours. Number 5, will we too have driverless cars? I think nowadays we have driverless cars. We have some cars which run into electricity. It's like I think Apple is going to make one of this, so it's gonna be an easy life. Let's go back to our question. Will we too have driverless cars? And I think yes. Will we have driverless cars? Let's move to number 6. I think there aren't be driverless cars in the future. So I think there won't be driverless cars in the future. Let's move to number 7. Hatim won't go to the museum. So the answer must be Hatim won't go to the museum. Number 8. Will there wear ordinary mobiles in the future? So I must say, will there be ordinary mobiles in the future? Let's move. Choose the correct answer. I was born 2008. It's a year, so I must say I was born in 2008. Number 2, what technology in the future? So, what technology will you have in the future? Number 3, in 2030, there are many good teachers at my schools. So, in 2030, there will be many good teachers at my school. Number 4, when you paint a picture, you should use your introductory imagination event or start. It's introductory. So the answer is, when you paint a picture, you should use your imagination. Number 5, remember to be when you describe your house in the future. I think here it must be design your house in the future. It's not to describe. So, remember to be creative when you design your house in the future. Number 6, Mohamed Salah won the European Champions with Liverpool in 2019. I think all of you know this word. It's the Champions League. So number 7, Mohamed Salah was Footballer of the Year in 2017. Mohamed Salah is African footballer. So Mohamed Salah was African Footballer of the Year in 2017. Number 8, enjoy your time and have Yes, have fun. Number 9, make a of what you are going to do. So every one of us must make a plan or draw a plan. Number 10, when you space something, you have an idea in your mind. So when you imagine something. Let's move to number 11. The people, their houses white with red doors. So the people painted their houses white with red doors. Number 12, change the ideas that don't work. Number 13, people got their water from the Nile about 2 kilometers away, the Nile Valley. Number 14, mom used that to make bread. So mom used the oven to make bread. Number 15, the word ancient is the opposite of, I think you know it. So the word ancient is the opposite of modern. Number 16, we can get electricity from solar, yes, solar panels. 17, I enjoyed my journey. It was really amazing, amazed, expensive, or excited. Take your time, and the answer is gonna be yes, amazing. Number 18, I think people live on the moon in the future. So, I think people will live on the moon in the future. Number 19, there weren't books here. So I must use there weren't any books here. Number 20, he will to Luxor soon. So he will, it's easy and clear, he will travel to Luxor soon. I hope there are no more exercises. So thank you for watching us. As always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section. And I hope that you understood all of this lesson. And I hope that I gave you all what I have and what you need to understand this lesson. Thank you again, and goodbye, and see you later in the next video.